Well, back at it again. It's still dark. Sun hasn't come up yet. So what I'm doing is stockpiling all the flat rocks for building the well is what I'm working on. So let's go get some rocks. I wanted to do all the spoils with the dump trailer, but I'm not backing up that road that I made in the dark, taking the chance of going off the edge of it. Not worth it. So I've got a million other things I need to do while the machine's here. Let's go get some rocks. I got a decent little pile in the bucket. See if I can make it all the way there without dropping anything. That's what I'll be doing this morning until the sun comes up. It's starting to come up. You can see it over there. Coming up. Well, that's all the flat rock I had stockpiled on the sides of the bank over there, so it's a decent little chunk. I probably need about 3 times that amount, I would say, to build this thing. On to the next thing. I'm gonna haul those spoils now. That's what I'll be doing the rest of the day. Something that I'm not in the wind, because this wind's getting colder and colder. Tonight it's supposed to be 27. It's supposed to be 27 tonight, and then 14 the following night, and then 14 the following night. There's a 70% chance of snow today. So I haven't been here when it snowed. So I'm looking forward to that if it does snow. Of course, it'll slow me down. I won't be able to do some of the projects I would like to do, but it is what it is. Well, I'm going to start hauling dirt. Well, it's pretty windy out there. I'm going to show you where I'm at on the road before I get all this spoils over there. It's going to be a pretty good, extension of the road. Side note, if you make your pond big enough that the wind can cause little waves, it oxygenates the pond for you. So that's definitely one of the things I'm wanting to, make the pond long enough, big enough that the wind can make little waves in it, which will help oxygenate it. It's not quite big enough at this point. Probably if this bank was tapered, the wind can catch it more. Of course, with more wind on the water, more evaporation too, so there's a downside. So, on the road, I've dumped one load so far. I'm hoping to make it to the old road today. kicking all the dust up. I'm glad I'm doing machine work this trip. It'd be rough working on the fence or something like that, the way this wind's blowing. Not going to be a good solar day. Today would have been a good day for the wind turbine, but I didn't put it up, so it is what it is. I looked at the one of the solar banks. It's only getting about 3 amps right now, so I've got about 9 amps coming in. It'll be enough to top off my batteries. I won't be able to charge like the batteries for the dump trailer, or do anything that takes a lot of electricity today. But tomorrow's partly cloudy, next day's partly cloudy, so we'll see how it works. If it starts getting too bad, I'll put my little wind turbine up. This is when the wind turbine comes in handy. Got to have both. Just trying to be lazy this trip. See where it got me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's now snowing with a 45-mile-an-hour sustained wind and a 55-mile-an-hour gust. And the temperature is now 37 degrees, not in the low 40s. So it's just going to get colder throughout the day, and it's supposed to snow pretty much all day. They said 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Of course, it was in the 70s yesterday, so probably for a little while it's going to be melting when it hits everything. We'll see. Maybe it'll make the ground a little bit more packed up there on my road. It's getting so powdery that I'm starting to lose traction again. This is the 15th load I'm going to take. I was trying to get 25 today, but I don't think my batteries are going to hold out that long. And I can't charge them because I didn't put my wind turbine up. It'll be alright. I'll haul what I can until my batteries don't work anymore, and I'll do some other equipment work if I've got time. Well, it's definitely a wonderland now, a winter wonderland. This is load number 19. It's getting a little sketchy going up my road. The truck's starting to slide when I'm going up. I put the wind turbine back up. That wasn't very pleasant. I should have did it the first of the trip, but it was in the 50s. But anyway, it's up and making power. Let's go see how much power it's making. Battery's looking a little icy. Still working though. I think it's sitting at 11.8. Yeah, that wind's making it miserable. But it's also making power for me. There's always an upside to every downside. There's our wind turbine up there working good. Yeah, it was cold up there on that ladder, putting that thing back up, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it like this. It's nice to see. Not real nice to work in. So, right now it's putting out, we'll say an average of 4 amps. See them good strong wind gusts it gets up there though. My batteries were about at 12.9 before I had the wind turbine put up. So we'll see what they do. Only thing I have going is a little circulating pump, and of course the freezer here, and then that little dorm refrigerator right there. 65. Well, the tank water's about 65. I've just got the one circulating pump, the top one, which just takes water from the bottom and dumps it back in the top. It's 28 degrees right now. And it's not going to be getting any warmer. They said 27, but I think it's going to be colder than that. Well, I'm going to go dump that load one more, and I think I'm going to call it a day. It's getting a little sketchy going up that road over there. I made some pretty good progress though. We're right there on the dirt pile now. Not quite to the yucca, but almost. Well, that load number 19, when I tried to get up there, the truck slid sideways on me, and it wasn't a comfortable feeling, let's just say. So I went ahead, I tried to back up a little bit, but then the truck started going sideways even more, so I just dumped the load. I just dumped it right there. I'm gonna pull the load over to this intersection right here. Right there, I'm gonna build like a little a levee that'll hold the water, because that's gonna be the low point from this high road. So the water's gonna come rushing down the back side of this from the hill, and then I'll build a little levee across here, and it's gonna pond in there, and then it'll dump over into a ditch on that other road, and then go down and dump in the creek. That's how I'm gonna work it. So I'm gonna just pull that pile over to there for now. I'll use it there. I'll probably load one more in the trailer today, but that's gonna be it. It's almost 5 o'clock. Well, it is 5 o'clock now. It is about 26 Fahrenheit. Wind is still kicking about 45 miles an hour, which is good for the batteries, but not real pleasant to be out in. And it's super cloudy. Wind turbine's working fine though. It was worth it. A little cold and miserable putting it up there, but it is what it is. I'm fixing to light the barbecue pit. I've still got my circulating pump going to keep the pipes from freezing, because they are not winterized. They have no insulation on them. The only thing that's insulated is the tank on the top, and that wasn't for freezing. That was just to keep my hot water hot. So I'm going to keep that circulating pump going all night to keep the pipes from freezing. I've got to put a towel over my little water spigot there to keep it from freezing. I'm fixing to, I've already put diesel in the machine. I'm going to grease just the bucket on it and clean out the air filter. I've already filled my little air compressor up. Already filled it up and got it ready to blow out the air filter. Tonight, I'm probably not going to go all out on cooking. I'm probably reheat a piece of that turkey breast that I smoked the other night, and probably heat up a can of vegetables. Maybe some ranch style beans. They go good on cold winter nights. And that will probably be my evening. I'll talk to y'all in the next one.